Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. If you've ever dreamt of making money online with, minimal effort and from absolutely anywhere in the world, well, you are definitely in the right place. Today, we're unpacking some fascinating insights on the absolute easiest ways for beginners to start generating real income using artificial intelligence. So, let's explore this roadmap to success together.
Now, I know the burning question on everyone's mind, right? What is literally the laziest way to actually pull this off? Well, the sources show us that the whole landscape has totally shifted in just the last few months. Before, you still had to grind out the vast majority of the work yourself. But now, AI has completely changed the game. It can literally do the heavy lifting for you, redefining what it means to start an online hustle.
Okay, let's dive into this. In today's landscape, AI handles a massive 90% of the entire process. It cuts the videos, it writes the code, it sources the news, the whole shebang. But, and this is a really big but, that remaining 10%, that is exactly where the money is actually made. That final 10% is all about your execution, your judgment, and your personal taste. That is literally what clients are paying you for.
And honestly, the best part? The barrier to entry is insanely low. We're talking about roughly $15 a month to get your hands on a really decent AI tool and start making money. No way, right? You don't need a huge startup capital anymore. You just need the right foundational skills, an internet connection, and a willingness to learn.
So here's our agenda for today, outlining what we call the AI wealth ladder. First, we'll hit the basics and low-barrier hustles. Then we'll move on to the agentic leap. And finally, we'll cover advanced hustles and AI coding.
Let's kick things off with Section 1, the basics and low-barrier hustles, mastering core tools for quick profits. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the fascinating relationship between the learning curve and the competition. See, AI video clipping can be learned in just 3 days, but because of that, the competition is very high. AI ghostwriting takes 1 to 2 weeks, keeping competition high. AI websites take up to a month to learn, which drops the competition down to medium. Because the barriers are just so low for these entry-level side hustles, they attract massive crowds. The real trick here is simply outlasting the 99% of people who end up quitting after their first week.
Let's break down one of the most profitable entry points right now. AI ghostwriting. Imagine writing a newsletter for a massive client, say someone like Elon Musk. Step 1, you pick a highly specific niche to be an absolute expert in. Step 2, you feed all of your clients' past interviews and tweets into a Claude project. This is basically a custom workspace where the AI learns their exact voice. Step 3, you use Perplexity to pull the absolute latest industry news. And Step 4, you add your 25% human touch. The AI does all the heavy research and writing, and you just curate the taste.
To actually pull these low-barrier hustles off, you're going to need a solid beginner tool stack. Opus Clips is great because it automatically finds the best moments in a long video and slaps captions on for you. Perplexity is basically your ultimate research assistant. Claude is just incredible for targeted, nuanced writing. And Wix or Hostinger, they can build you a stunning landing page from just a single text prompt. The wealth here is generated by effectively combining these tools to get a highly specific outcome for your client.
Let's move to and see how this builds in Section 2, the agentic leap, deploying your own digital employees.
So, what exactly is an AI agent? Well, unlike a simple chatbot where you ask a question and just get a single answer back, an AI agent can actually pursue overarching goals and take independent action. For example, you could show an agent a photo of an empty office, tell it your aesthetic vibe, and it won't just suggest ideas. It will actually source the specific rugs, lamps, and curtains and link you directly to the products. They act completely on their own.
That sounds amazing, right? But it brings us to a really vital question. How do these digital employees actually translate into real-world money in your pocket? Basically, how do we bridge the gap between knowing this intermediate AI tech and actually generating revenue?
Well, here is a brilliant method: the AI receptionist. Small businesses, like local plumbers or salons, actually miss over 50% of their incoming calls, and that is straight-up lost money. So Step 1, you pick a local business. Step 2, use a voice AI platform like Dialzara to build a custom receptionist that can actually book appointments. Step 3, you call the business owner so they can hear the AI answer live. I'm telling you, once they hear it, it practically sells itself. And finally, Step 4, you charge them a monthly retainer for an employee that literally never takes a sick day.
All right, moving up the ladder to Section 3, advanced hustles in AI coding, scaling income with low competition.
Reaching this advanced level requires a commitment of a few months for sure, but you can build some absolutely incredible, frictionless systems. On one hand, we have AI avatars. Using platforms like Higgsfield, you can create highly realistic, ageless virtual influencers that never have a bad hair day and use them to generate real sponsor income. On the other hand, we've got AI e-commerce. Tools like AutoDS let you run 100% automated Shopify stores where the AI picks the products, writes the listings, and ships the inventory without you ever touching a single box.
Now, if you want to offer high-ticket services to businesses, you can build custom workflows. We're talking things like automated B2B reporting pipelines that seamlessly pull data from spreadsheets right into board summaries, or automated onboarding agents that train new hires. You can even build MCP connectors, which just means linking AI agents directly to third-party apps your clients are already using. Or you can deploy full web apps just by chatting with an AI tool like Bolt. Building these highly specific, custom solutions is an incredibly in-demand skill, and it absolutely commands premium pricing. And this brilliantly illustrates a crucial warning about AI coding. As one of our sources noted, using AI to code when you have zero baseline knowledge is, quote, like putting lipstick on a pig. Look, AI coding tools are a real game changer. They're a boss-level unlock that saves 10 times the time and cost. But if your fundamental understanding of logic and coding sucks, the AI generator will eventually fail you. You still need to dedicate a couple of months to actually learn the ropes.
So the crucial point here is visually seeing how drastically competition plummets as you learn these more advanced skills. Everyone rushes to AI clipping because, well, it's easy, leading to super high competition. AI websites kind of sit right in the middle, but if you take the time to learn AI app building with a tool like Imirant, the competition is very low. Most people assume it's just too complicated, so your willingness to push through that initial awkward learning phase is absolutely your biggest competitive advantage. To summarize the core thesis of this whole explainer, AI is cheaper and more powerful than ever. It will happily do 90% of the heavy lifting, from writing and researching to coding and designing. But your wealth, your true value to a client or a market, depends entirely on mastering that final 10%. Your taste, your judgment, your persistence, and your ability to execute are what people actually open their wallets for.
Which leaves us with one final thought to ponder today. Are you ready to stop chasing the fleeting hype and start actually building your AI wealth ladder today? It's up to you to pick a skill level, put in the work to master your 10%, and claim your share of this revolution. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next explainer.